to know. Football prizes to give away. Guess the voice and come and play. Grab your brew, don't miss the flow on the Kev Paul Breakfast Show.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Can't hear you. Can anybody hear Paul? Can anybody hear me? Nope. Can't hear you, mate. Can you hear me? Welcome to the Kev Paul Breakfast Show. Paul, for some reason, has muted himself and he can't figure out why. Come on, Paul. Sort it out, mate. You know where you've gone wrong. Don't give me the middle finger. They can hear me, but they can't hear you, mate. Oh, Big T, that's not very nice, is it? Come on. Oh, it's my knee. My knee, yeah, my knee. Hey. It might be a quiet show, yeah, absolutely. I can't even get anybody up to have a chat with them, so we will wait until Paul manages to fix it. It's not necessarily a good thing, though, Big T, because then you just have to listen to my dull. Yeah, that's better.
Okay, I don't know what happened there, but TikTok Studio decided to disconnect my microphone. So, something simple. I'm back. It might have been an interesting show with just Kev and me miming.
I've got his sign language and everything, mate.
How is everyone this morning? Good morning, everybody.
Shadow shapes. Bunny rabbits.
Shadow
and stuff.
shapes, indeed. How's you, Kev? You're good?
No, I'm not good. I'm not. I'm still paid off.
Oh, about the venue thing.
Yeah, mate. Honestly, last night I was sat there all night last night on my PC, looking for somewhere to stay for those 4 nights, 4 days.
Yeah.
To be thrown this thing in the mix less than 3 weeks out from the wedding is like something I could have done without. Do you know what I mean? So they did look at alternatives for me. I'll give them that. They looked at alternatives within their portfolio, but the best place that they could find that was available for the dates was 150 miles away from where we originally.
Oh, yeah, that ain't ideal, is it?
So that's not perfect because we've got other things planned within those dates down in and around that area.
Yeah.
Because it's one of my grandson's birthdays.
Right.
Within that period of time. We were obviously going to spend the day with him, and because he wants us to spend the day with him. So I had a look at some other places to stay, but they weren't great. They were either too far away or too cooped up or whatever, various things. So the only alternative is to get a refund and try and find somewhere else. But the problem is, when I booked it way in advance to get a decent price.
Yeah, I'd imagine a lot of places have already gone.
Now everywhere's just skyrocketed.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
sorry to hear that, mate.
Hopefully
you'll find something.
Oh, mate, I tried it last night. I went through so many different sites, looking for so many different places and properties. Yeah. There was nothing within the price bracket or slightly above. So yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. It's what it is.
I'll help you if there's anything I can do to search or help. Just give us a shout.
Cheers,
right, guys, let's get on with this show. Like I was saying earlier, before my microphone died on me, it's Monday the 20th of July. It's a brand new week. The World Cup is over. Come and give us your thoughts on the whole of the World Cup, the final, whatever you want to talk about this morning. And then from tomorrow onwards, we'll be concentrating on the Premier League coming back and all that jazz. And one other thing, me, Kev, Berman and Big T are working on a new project, doing a podcast that will only be available on YouTube. the easiest way to get a link for that, there is no content on it yet, but if you want to get subscribed up to it so you don't miss anything coming out, the easiest way to find it is to go onto the kpbshow.com, click on Talking Red tab, and at the bottom there is a YouTube button. Press that. That takes you to the channel. And then you can hit the subscription button and you'll be following it, ready for when it all kicks off. Anyway, let's get on to the 5-minute phone in. We've also got Guess the Voice today and Guess the Face. We're already playing for fun at the moment as we don't have any prizes to give away, but still come up and give it a go as it fills in the show and it's a bit of fun. So, you ready, Kev?
Yeah, I'm as ready as I'll ever be, mate.
He was born ready. I tell you what, before we start, I know what, I put a smile on his face. Let's give him his song. We haven't played this for ages.
King Kev, the silver-haired fox, rocking your mornings round the clock.
See, look, he's smiling already.
Sharp with the tunes, writing in mornings
We all
from
love the
dawn
silver
till
fox.
noon. It's the Kev Paul Breakfast Show, where the good vibes always flow. Laughs, great music, stories too. King Kev's here to entertain you. Whoa, turn the radio on. Kev and Paul will carry
He's back.
you along.
He's back.
Silver-haired fox with a voice so smooth. Start your day in the breakfast groove.
One other
Yeah,
thing
no,
as
that's the
well.
one.
No, we haven't. Even makes me happy, that song. One more thing before we start as well. Congratulations to Ed for coming third. I can't remember who come fourth to win the shirt. And first prize was it Jimmy? And then Martin second place. So Kev will be in touch to send you your winnings from the sweepstake. If he ain't spent it. If he ain't spent
No, I
it.
won't. I'm keeping it all.
Oh, Francis Cammy, that's it. Cammy, you've won a shirt. Ed, you've won 40 quid. I think Mart had Argentina, so he's won 80 quid. And Jimmy P Comedy's won 120. Well done, guys. Right, now let's do the 5-minute phone in. We're all up to date.
I'll have to check to see if it's still in the bank.
Get into the phone lines,
Paul
guys. Get into the
Breakfast
phone
Show,
lines.
5-minute phone in.
Come up and have your say this morning. Up first, we got Jonesy. I will use the clock, but don't worry if we overrun. There's not many people in the phone line at the moment, so we can take a little bit longer if needed. Morning, Jonesy. How's you, sir?
Good morning,
morning.
Jonesy.
Morning. How are we both?
Yeah, not too bad, mate.
I've had better days, but we'll gloss over that.
Yeah. On the Champions League final, World Cup final. I think it was one of the worst finals I saw. And I've came on and I spoke to people about Argentina and I defended them. Where last night's game, I can't defend their antics.
Right.
It was an utter disgrace from certain individuals. Paredes. After the final whistle, the Spain bench coming onto the pitch, he starts to throw a punch at someone and then he took someone to the ground. You had
I see a
Simeone.
replay of that bit, yeah.
Yeah, Paredes. What a disgrace. Scumbag. And Messi. I think this is where if you're a Messi fan, which I am, you can't defend what he did. Cucurella barely covers his mouth and he tries to get him sent off. Which he was never sending off. All he did is put two fingers to his mouth. So that's, yeah. And only one team in that final had interest in playing football, and that was Spain. But again, I was going to give a couple of. I think some players deserve the flowers. Kabasi, young player of the tournament, fully deserved. He was absolutely brilliant in this tournament.
Yeah.
Rodri winning the best player of the tournament. Again, no complaints from me. I thought throughout the tournament he was brilliant. His work, because he's in that area of the pitch as a CDM. His work goes unnoticed, but I've appreciated Rodri, what he does for a long time. He's a brilliant player. One of the best defensive midfield players I've seen, alongside Busquets. And again, I want to give someone else the flowers. Mark Cucurella. I've been bigging this man up for a long time, and because he's a wind-up merchant, and that's what he does. He likes to wind people up. People just can't appreciate what he does. It's no coincidence that as a left back, he's won the Euros for Spain. Played every game, more or less. I think he missed one because they would have qualified. World Cup, brilliant in the World Cup. Wins the World Cup for Spain. They're playing a key role. One of their best players. He's good to Madrid, and I'm gonna miss him. Good luck, good luck to him. I hope he has a good career in Madrid. Fair play to him. I've enjoyed certain aspects of the World Cup. I think it's gone on far too long. The kickoff times getting up, you can't.
Yeah.
It's impossible to watch every game because the times are 2:00 in the morning and 4:00 in the morning, and it's just again too much to.
Was the 48 teams too many for you as well?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. And there's the talks now expanding it to 64, which I've seen ITV talking about it. If they're going to expand it to 64, and they said that if they're going to do that, then you've got to have games played at the same time. You can't do this because if you have every game on different times and there's more football, it's like
It'd be like
it's
a 2-month tournament, wouldn't it?
2 months, 2-month tournament, which is possible to do. And that's because they've took a rod in their own back, and because they gave it to Morocco, Spain, and Portugal. I think it's Portugal, and obviously Uruguay, Paraguay, and Argentina are going to have the opening games because obviously Argentina, Uruguay, the first two to play in the 1930 World Cup final.
Yeah.
I don't know what Paraguay's about. I don't know why they've got it. I haven't got a clue why they're involved. So they weren't involved in that one, which is confusing. And because they want more games, they say, hang on, we don't want just a handful of games, we want more. And now, FIFA are kind of going to bow down, apparently going to bow down to them and give them more games. So they expanded to 64, which I'm not a fan of.
No.
Yeah, 32 games. So for me, 32 games is fine. I don't know why they've expanded it.
Jonesy, you're being asked a question by Big T. Who's better, Rodri or Busquets?
Again, I can speak on this. Seeing both players, I'm gonna go Rodri. I never thought I'd see anyone close to Busquets or even do what I thought. For me, I don't think anyone could match what Busquets did as a player and what he won. But man, what Rodri does is just different. It takes play like him. He's good on the ball. He gets goals. Seen the Champions League final against Inter, scored the winning goal. I think he's a brilliant player. It's quite nice to see that he had that injury at City, struggled when he first came back. This tournament has shown that this is the Rodri we saw at Man City, and he looked like he's back to his best, which is nice to see. Obviously now he goes to City. Let's see what he's going to do next season. But he is a brilliant player. Ballon d'Or win as well, which people argue did he deserve. I think he deserved it the year before, not the year he won it. He's a brilliant footballer. For me, I'm just going to go just Rodri.
Another question you've got is Alex wants your thoughts on you signing Rodgers.
I think the price is a bit steep. 117 million is a bit, but again, it's a market. I think Villa probably looked at what Man City played for Anderson, what Spurs played for Tonali. They're looking at these prices, thinking, Rodgers is a proven Premier League player, vast experience, especially for his age. England international. You got to pay the price. I like the player. And I said that that's a statement of intent. Go and continue that now. Looks like they're backing Alonso, and if they get the players in of high quality that can go straight into the first team, which we need, I won't complain. I'll come on here and I'll say, do you know what? I'm not going to say anything about the ownership because I've done what they needed to do. And if they just butt out, give Alonso what he wants, I think we're in for a good season. I think for me. I've always said before, top four is a bare minimum now. But that squad, maybe one or two additions, a centre back hopefully we can get Lacroix over the line. As much as he wasn't amazing this tournament, but we know how good Lacroix is. So I'm looking forward to the new season. I can't wait for it now.
You haven't got Champions League this season, have you?
No. And that's what I mean. The people that
do you think that's going to be a really big help for Alonso, so he can put most of his concentration into the league?
Yeah, he can get his ideas across and the way he wants to play and his methods across, which is a good thing
more time
for
to
me.
Train as well because of that.
More time on the training pitch, and we ain't got distraction. For me as well, I'd love to win a trophy, FA Cup, Carabao, but cup run.
Hang on a
would
minute,
be nice.
Jonesy. Can someone kick this racist twat out, Hurley? Get rid of the fucking loser. You're an absolute melt, mate. You don't deserve
Yeah,
the fucking air you breathe, brother. Fuck off.
Yeah, no, yeah, not that man. Gimp. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, it's been a. Yeah, I think I'll speak more on tomorrow on Rodgers and Chelsea.
Okay,
So
nice one. Cheers,
sort of-
Jonesy. Thank you for coming up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Apologies in the chat for that knobhead. Right, let's get the next one up. Next up is Ben.
The Kev Paul Breakfast Show. 5-minute phone in.
Morning, Ben. How are we, sir?
Afternoon, ladies. How are we?
Afternoon. Where are you?
Yeah.
You haven't been hanging about
Nah,
with Pinky, have you? That's her bloody game, that is.
Nah, listen. It's a weird morning. Ben's up at 9:45, so and Ben's outside Mum's waiting to go in.
All right.
But yeah. So I just thought I'd quickly pop on, talk about corruption and the monstrosity of what was the World Cup. I mean, there were some very interesting games in there, but I think VAR had an absolute howler pretty much all tournament.
Right.
Leading from the very first Argentina game where Messi should have been sent off.
Yeah.
And then weren't. I have no idea, Mother. Yeah, so Messi should have been sent off and weren't. Then proceeded to go and score all the goals that he scored in the groups. Then you had, a lot of it is going to look Argentina's way, personally, because there was the one in the Egypt-Argentina game where Egypt went and scored and they gave it back for a foul. But yeah, the same thing pretty much happened to Jed Spence and nothing was given. Yeah, I just think they have many howlers. I was very, very annoyed. I went on to, I think Jonesy was in the live the other day, and I went on there after we lost to Argentina in the manner that we lost.
Yeah.
I was on there calling for Tuchel to be sacked, and then he made me eat my words against France. So, I mean, if there's one thing I think that proves, that where everybody was like, oh, are we gonna be able to cope without Kane? I think as long as we keep the younger lads like Rodgers, Bellingham, stuff like that as a
Bellingham's key, isn't he?
yeah, Bellingham's going to be massively key to what England.
Yeah. Oh, we lost you, Ben.
A lot of other people liked it,
back.
but I did like the sentimental touch. Yeah, no, I'm back. Yeah, so I do like the sentimental touch that they done with Steele getting a medal.
Yeah.
I think that was quite nice because obviously he done what he was helping behind the scenes and stuff. So that was quite nice. I like the transfer business that my club are doing at the moment.
Yeah,
Still think there's a few that I'd like in, like a few others that I like in.
Yeah.
And also there's been a lot of United fans aren't going to be happy, but quite a few of them will be, because there's been a new development in the Marcus Rashford saga. Marcus Rashford is going to be reintegrated with the Manchester United squad.
Right.
And believe it or not, Michael Carrick's actually put his neck on the line and said, if there's anybody that can get the best out of Marcus, it's me. Marcus Rashford.
Nothing like blowing smoke up his own arse.
Yeah, I love it. No, but the thing
Is
is,
that not
though,
a good way to motivate a player, though? Because you wouldn't
and
want to
that's
let
the thing.
you
So-
wouldn't want to let the manager down after he said that, would you?
No, exactly. And that was something that Rashford said on an interview. He had an interview with one of the sources out there. And there was, I see it put out, and it was basically the fact that he's turned around and said that the fact that the manager has that sort of belief in him has renewed his hope. He said, I understand that a lot of the fans might have wanted me out, but they need to judge me not on the past, but on what I do from now on.
Yeah.
Which I think is a really professional way to look at it. I just wonder what they're going to do with shirt numbers and stuff, because he was our number 10. Well, that's now Cunha. So I wonder if they're going to give him the number 9.
Right.
So, but yeah, no, it's going to be interesting. Very interesting.
Where do you think you finish this season?
I think we'll get top 4 again.
Top 4?
Yeah. I think we need maybe one more. I think we need another defender, like another centre half.
Yeah.
And possibly another right back.
Right.
Because unfortunately, we've got Mazraoui, who, I mean, he had a very good World Cup for Morocco.
Yeah.
The only thing that I worry about, and I'm hoping that the transfer that I've seen is true, and that's Dalot going to AC Milan to join Ruben Amorim.
Oh, okay.
Which I mean, I'd pay Dalot to go.
Best way, Ben, isn't it?
Yeah.
If he's not doing what you need him to do, get him out of the club.
Exactly. And no, so I think we need another right back, another centre back. And if they're going to play Rashford as the number 9 with Sesko, then I don't believe we need a striker.
Right.
But if they're going to use Rashford out on the left-hand side with the likes of Cunha, then we need another number 9. Because we can't rely on Sesko. Yes, I think Sesko will score goals this season, but that ain't going to be enough.
No.
We're gonna need all hands on deck. We'll need more than one striker, I think. And Xerxes, unfortunately, ain't worth the wages.
No. All right, Ben.
So,
cheers for coming up this morning, brother.
Cheers,
Good to catch up with you. We'll speak to you soon. Cheers, Ben.
Speak to you
Have a
soon,
good one,
mate.
mate. Cheers. Right, come up, guys. Get in the queue. Come and give us your thoughts on the World Cup, the final, and anything else you want to speak about this morning. Let's get another one on, and apologies if you can hear my dog.
The Kev Paul Breakfast Show, 5-minute phone in.
Morning, Berman. How are you, sir?
Morning, gents. Yeah, very
Sorry
well. How
about
you
my
both doing?
dog.
No, all good. All good. How you both doing?
Yeah, okay, mate.
Yeah, not
Okay.
too bad, mate. Not too bad, thank you.
I'm sure you both slept very well after watching that World Cup final.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, mate, you would have had a great night to sleep. It was a terribly boring game. Joe, what? Congratulations to Spain. They were the only team that really wanted to turn up and play football. What a horrendous kind of advert for where Argentina are as a nation, where they're able at one hand to get to a final and have the grace of Lionel Messi, and then just 10 lads who are just willing to crash into people and cause as much harm and disruption to a football match as possible. So I'm really glad that Spain turned up the winners. They've been great all tournament, almost quietly great, which is kind of how you win a tournament, really, especially a cup competition where you're not necessarily being shouted about as the best team, but you're quietly going about your business and just making it look kind of effortless in the end. I know they had to put it, dig deep against Argentina, and they won it in extra time. But I think overall the match was going that way. I think it was 20 shots by the end of the kind of added time on to 2 or 1, something ridiculous like that. 12 on target. So yeah, I'm really pleased for them, chuffed for the nation as well. I think they've done brilliantly in developing a national team that knows how to win trophies. I think they've won 2 World Cups now and 2 Euros, or at least 1 Euro since 2008.
Yeah.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I think the only thing that I was a little bit disappointed about was not seeing enough of Lamine Yamal, because I think he's a superbly talented young man, and I would have loved to have seen a little bit more from him. But yeah, exceptional that. I don't know what you guys make of kind of Spain as they are right now, and whether they can carry on dominating. But would love to hear
some
your
decent
opinion,
players coming through. And they, you know, at the start of this tournament, they were pretty quiet, weren't they? They sort of come through the group stage very quietly. They weren't going to be my favourites to win the World Cup, that's for sure.
No.
So, but congratulations to them, well deserved. And anyone winning it over Argentina is a good thing. You know, Messi, great player. Like you say, the rest of the squad dirty, trying to, you know, make it an uncomfortable game when really there is a lot of talent in that Argentina team. You know, had they gone out and played football, it could have been a very different result. But I am glad Spain won it.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, for sure. And I think this is going to be a bit weird, but I think how Spain have gone about winning tournaments is something that I think England could look to replicate. They don't have world-class number 9s, and after Harry Kane retires, and I don't think he necessarily will make the next World Cup, that was an issue for us. So I think if we can take a little bit of what Spain have done and try and get goals across more than just Bellingham and Kane, you know, we can start to win tournaments and almost try and look to replicate that and win quietly, not make a big deal about it, just be consistently good, and really start to control the midfield, which is kind of what you need to do. That's, of course, easier said than done. But yeah, that was really my piece. It's just how sad it was to watch Argentina, a team with that much quality, do very little except foul. They foul really good though, like they're really good at fouling. And then Spain playing the way they did.
I guess the third, fourth place would have been the more entertaining game. Maybe that would have been the better final, England-France.
Absolutely, unless it was a case of the lack of pressure on both teams allowed them to just be open and just go, you know what, we're not going for anything. Whereas
was it, well, you know, third and fourth, was it almost like a glorified training session match? You know,
absolutely.
I think had that have been a true semi-final fixture, I think it would have been a much tighter game.
Absolutely, yeah. But you know, poor FIFA, you have to think about them. They needed that sweet advertising money, and at least we got a good game out of it. So everybody wins.
Lots of goals, So
yeah, absolutely. But no, other than that, good. Glad the World Cup's over and we're back onto the real football now, which is the Premier League. And let's see if any of those Spanish players gets a big move, because I know most of them do play for Real Madrid or Barcelona. Actually, well, very few played for Real Madrid, but there's some interesting talent there that I think could spur.
Is there any of those possibly that might make their way into that Liverpool team? Especially now we've got Iriola in charge.
The player that I would like is not necessarily somebody who I think is a long-term solution, but the striker, Orizabal, I would take him as a short-term solution to cover Ekitike's injury. I think he deserves a chance at a big club, and you know, he could become one of those cult hero kind of utility players. Really like the look of him. If we could look at some of those midfielders, I would perhaps have a fancy if we can get a Gavi or a Pedri out of Barcelona, which I doubt will be possible. But you know, they would be kind of the dream signings there. The one that I think could be interesting if he did want to move, but he signed a new term contract, is Pedro Porro for right back, because we need a right back, and and he's kind of in the mold of Trent, being able to kind of almost dictate play from the right back position. Other than that, I think it'll be pretty hard getting those players out of their clubs.
Okay, mate. Cheers. Thanks for coming on this morning.
Thank you very much.
Take care. Speak to you soon, Berman. Pleasure, mate. Bye. Cheers, buddy. Thank you. My dog is still barking his head off. Apologies for that. Right, let's get Joe on.
The Kev Paul Breakfast Show. 5-minute phone in.
Don't know why it's decided to put you in the bottom left-hand corner, Joe. You're right.
I'm in the bottom. He's in the bottom.
He's got bottom left. How you doing, mate? You all good?
Yeah, mate, worn out, but yeah, I'm all right, mate. It's same old with the work situation, but it's something that I need to take control of myself. It's not going to control itself. I've got to take control of it. So, but yeah, on to football, really. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad Spain won, but some of this stuff Argentina were doing were disgusting, mate. Like, the fact they held up that Falklands flag after the England game was disgusting, considering how much England have protected Argentina in the past in wars and stuff like that. And that's the thing. It's a sad game when it's come to that. Like, you think about, I don't know if you've seen it, the videos after of Rodri's running past celebrating with his teammates, and one of the I think it might have been Paredes punches him in the stomach, and then like gets like one of the youngest Spanish lads that's like young as it might even have been Munoz who we just signed. And gets him round the throat. And then kicks him whilst he's on the floor. I'm not being funny, right? If that's my teammate,
isn't that where FIFA need to step in and give him an absolute massive ban?
It should have been sent off. It should have been sent off. There's like 5 challenges he made, Paul, where like I think, how the hell are you still on this pitch?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? Like, is the game gone that like unrealistic that they've got to protect Argentina players at all times? Like, mad. Like, madness, mate. Like, I can't believe it. Like, honestly, I don't know what the game has come to.
Yeah. Are you still there, Joe? I think we might have dropped you.
Busted. Like,
and
yeah, I'm still here, mate. I'm still here. I'm going through a tunnel. Yeah, so like I think if you look at it like from Messi's perspective, you'd be embarrassed. Like he was sitting down on the pitch, he wasn't even getting involved, and it's embarrassing. And do you know what? I don't think Rodri gets enough credit for how good he is as well. Like as much as I hate Man City, and they bore the life out of him, like Rodri is phenomenal, mate. Like, and I think he's genuine there, and I didn't see it until I watched Spain play on a regular. Obviously, I'm not going to watch Man City on a regular because I'm a Liverpool fan, and that'd just been weird. But like, if you actually watch his game and how he plays, he's phenomenal. He's the closest thing to Sergio Busquets into Busquets. Do you know what I mean? And Xavi and stuff. Like, he's that kind of caliber of player, and I don't think he gets enough satisfaction and gratification for what he does. But that's enough about them. And you know, one player I would like to take at Liverpool, who's on a free agent, is John Stones in a heartbeat.
Interesting.
I'd take him in a heartbeat. And the reason why I say that, he's won everything. He's been there with England. He's done it when the backs have been against the wall. He can play CDM if necessary. He's still not that old. He's probably like 31. So he's still probably got another 5 or 6 years in him. And even if we get a season out of him, it'll be very similar in my eyes to James Milner. You're just going to maximise him for what he is, and that's what I feel. I feel like if we take John Stones, he's only going to solid our defence up. He can play centre back. He can play CDM if necessary. Because come on, mate, how many injuries we were ridiculed by last season? Like,
like, a lot of people, someone in there who can cover.
A lot of people are talking about getting a striker, which some aspects I do agree with, but I don't, because I think if he's actually hitting form, which I think he will, I think he will stay fit. I know it's a massive risk, but you've still got youngsters that can come back. You've still got Munoz that's going to come into the equation. You've still got Cody Gakpo's not said he's leaving, and I still think he will have a better season than last season. People are calling for his head, but I think if you look at it in hindsight, look at the players who have had an amazing World Cup. I think a lot of players held back for the World Cup, like we spoke about before. And I said it a few weeks ago, do not write off Spain. They are the dark horses. And I was right.
Yeah, they literally, like I said to Jonesy, they kind of snuck under the door and, or was it Berman, apologies, and got to the final, and they weren't, it's not like I didn't think they couldn't win the World Cup. I just didn't think they were, they probably weren't even my top 3 to win it. But I'd have probably had them in 4th place, but I'm just so pleased they have taken it off of Argentina. I really don't like
just one last
attitude. It ruins it for me.
No, it does ruin it. And if someone did that to one of my players, mate, they'd get hurt. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're doing that to one of my players, and I've done it before when I've seen a young lad getting bullied on the pitch, and I said, do that to me. I dare you do that to me. And they don't do it. They don't do it, mate. They don't do it because they're scaredy cats. But Mike, I agree with what you're saying, mate. Just one last point before I go. I agree with what you're saying, but I think some people still don't think Roger is as good as he is, and that's just my opinion. So, but yeah.
All right, Jake. Cheers for coming up this morning, mate.
Cheers, lads. Have a lovely day. Take care.
You too, Jake. Cheers, mate.
See you later.
Right, guys. Before we have enough caller on, it's time for.
It's time for Guess the Voice on the Kev Paul Breakfast Show. So check out the website and give it a go.
Okay, we're only playing for fun at the moment, but if you think you know who this voice is.
Once I saw Ian Rush, I saw this, I said, oh, today I have to do something.
If you think you know who that voice is and you want to come up and try and get it right this morning, in a minute, Kev's going to give you an emoji. First person to put the emoji in the chat box can come up and play. Come and have a guess. It's only for fun. Go on the website, on the Guess the Voice tab, and have a look at all the guesses so far. See all the wrong answers so you don't waste your guess. The website is kpbshow.com. And we'll play that in about 30 seconds' time. You all right, Kev?
Yeah.
Any luck?
No, not yet. I'm still looking, mate. I'm still looking. Still looking. Okay. Let me have a look here. Right.
Have you got an emoji for me?
I have got an emoji, yes.
Go on, mate.
It's the speed I'm running at the moment. A snail.
A snail. Let's have a snail. First person to put a snail in the chat can come up and play Guess the Voice this morning.
Yes, Alex.
In the post, Alex. It'll be on the way, mate.
Sure, it's on the way, mate. Yes.
Morning, Ed. How are we? Come on, someone come up and play it. Actually, give me a... who's likely to have a good stab at this? Ed would be a good one, actually, but Ed's at work. Bruno, Ash. Good man, Ash. Come up. I'm going to give a bit of a clue, actually, because this one depends how old you are, really. Morning, Ash.
Morning.
How you doing, mate? You all right? Yeah, I can hear you, brother. You all good?
Yeah, good. How are you both?
Not too bad, mate. Right, I'm going to give you a couple of clues for this Guess the Voice, okay? Because it is like... It's a player from the mid-90s, early to mid-90s. He didn't play for Liverpool, okay? He played for a Yorkshire team. They're my clues, okay? So I'll play it again.
Once I saw Ian Rush, I saw this, I said, oh, today I have to do something.
Who do you think it is, Ash?
Obviously, before you said Yorkshire, I was thinking Rude Hullet, but I'm just going to say something like Tony Yeboah. You said Yorkshire.
Good man, it is the big man, Tony Yeboah. Well done, Ash. Well done, mate.
That was your guess as well.
Well done. It was Tony Yeboah. He was actually one of my favourite Premier League players from that era. He was just superb, and he scored some devastating goals against Liverpool. But what a player. I didn't say he played for Liverpool, Mikey. That's exactly what I said. I said he didn't play for Liverpool. I said he played for a Yorkshire team.
Yeah, that was the first one that came to my mind as soon as you said Yorkshire. Well, that was the first one.
Yeah. Sorry about
I'm
that.
going to jump out, but I'll guess for West.
All right, cheers, Ash. Well done, mate. Thank you. Thanks for coming up this morning. Yeah, it was Tony Yeboah, that one. To be honest, I think no one was ever going to get that without clues. It was quite difficult. God, what is my dog doing today other than winding me up? Hang on a minute, guys. I'm just going to mute up. Sorry about that. He scored more than a banger. I think he almost replicated it the season after as well, Craig. Are you on about the one where it come off the crossbar? Absolutely rattled it, didn't he, from about 25 yards? Maybe a bit further out. He was a great player. Anyway, I will create a new voice for tomorrow and make it a bit more recent. Okay, let's get back to the phone lines. Up next, we've got Alex. Then we've got Ash. We've got Calum and Luke to get through.
Breakfast Show, 5-minute phone in.
Morning, Alex. How you doing, mate?
Morning. You okay?
Yeah, all good.
Morning, Alex.
Morning, Kev. Yeah, no, I was asking about the shirt because I've got an email saying something's been delivered today, but
Yeah,
I don't
That'll be it.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember buying anything, so I wasn't sure.
No, definitely be it because I've got one due today and all.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll keep my eye out for it. Not a problem. Yeah, no, congrats. Obviously, Spain. The Argentinians last night were absolutely didn't want to turn up for football reasons. They wanted to turn up for other reasons, which obviously shouldn't be in the football. And the commentator last night proved it and said it correctly. Was there was only one team that wanted to play last night and win that World Cup. So congrats to them. Yeah, no, obviously Rodri. People are saying about we see week in week out and how good he can be and how good he is. But yeah, he's phenomenal. What he's done, club and country. I think the World Cup just topped it off, kind of completion of football. So yeah, he's phenomenal. But yeah, I just want your thoughts. I know you're flying out today for pre-season along with us. I know Berman has said that you're going on your pre-season tour. We're obviously leaving this afternoon for Hong Kong because we've got into Milan on the 1st of August. So that'll be a good game.
Yeah.
And then I think we're in China a few days after that. So yeah, the pre-season's fast approaching.
Yeah, we've got Sunderland Saturday, I believe, in the early hours, or is it early hours of Sunday? It's going to be interesting for me because obviously it's the first chance to see Liverpool play under the new manager, but a lot of those main players aren't going to even travel yet, so it's going to be made up of a lot of youngsters as well, I would have thought. But it's a chance for him to start kind of sort of implementing his ideas and what formation he's kind of looking at, and we know the style of play he likes to be on the front foot, a way faster pace than what we were doing last season. It is almost Klopp-esque in a lot of ways, so it'd be interesting to see the first game how well we do against Sunderland. I'm not really bothered if we don't win it. I just want to see. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a friendly. It's about getting your energy out, getting back into the flow of football, isn't it? So, yeah, just for me, it's more. I just want to see a better style of play than what we were doing last season. So that's all I'm interested in at the moment. Is as long as we're playing on the front foot, then I'll be happy.
And with regards to like people are saying, no, obviously you got the Chelsea now stepped up. They've done their odd. They're doing the business. The Morgan Rogers is pretty much done. I think apart from medical for today. Does this not then now start getting into squeaky time of why have we not done anything? And there's no murmurs regards to I know Liverpool don't like doing speaking about the players of what they want to sign, like the big clubs do. But does this not come to a case of we're jetting off on our pre-season tour? We haven't got anyone to join us on that plane. Their likes of Anderson will be on the plane probably tomorrow, if not a couple of days afterwards, and Rodgers will be the same for Chelsea. So it's like, does Liverpool fans not get to the point now where actually you're into the 1st of August next week and
I mean,
you've got no one?
It's always nice to have your targets done early, isn't it? But other than Diamonde, who, as far as I'm aware, prefers PSG, and then there was rumours about Barcola, but they're not going to sell Barcola until they've got Diamonde through the door anyway. I'm not even sure if Barcola's the right guy for Liverpool, but yeah, I want to see names coming in the door. But if our targets aren't available or we can't afford them or they don't want to come to us, I don't think we need to just go and spend the money just because. So if the right player isn't there and the right target for who we want, then I would rather sit on the money and wait. But there's still plenty of time in this transfer window yet. There's, 5 weeks of it?
But
So I'm
with
not panicking.
with regards to what you said then, and obviously I'd like to get Kev's thoughts on this as well. I know the time's up, but be quick.
No, you're right.
With regards to price tags now, I know obviously Liverpool saying, you want to wait for the right person, but does that right person just then price tags of north of 100 million plus? Because if you're getting the average kind of players that are Morgan, Rogers, and Anderson, which they've had one good seasons, they've not had 3 or 4 yet, and they're already going for the 100 million plus. Doesn't that then say, actually, anyone coming into the UK or anyone that's coming in to a big club in England, you're going to be paying north of 120 million, which
it does seem to be the new price tag now, doesn't it? That does seem the go-to price for these players. Liverpool's got the money. We haven't got the money, but I do think after last season with how we spent huge money on Wirtz and Isak, that I think we're just being a little bit more cautious. I think if the target's there that we want and we go, for whatever reason, we do think we're going to have to pay over that 100 mil mark, then fair enough. But I don't think Liverpool are going to just rush out and drop big money on a player just because. I think they've got to fit the bill. Now, we know one of the big positions to replace is Mo Salah. And if it was a Diamonde or an Elise, then we know that price is going to be well north of 100 mil. But if they're not available and we can't find the right name that is, I don't think you're going to see Liverpool just go out and spend big money on someone just because they feel they need to get a player. I think they would sit and wait because we've done it before.
But then doesn't that make you, doesn't that make you feel like then, if you say you did what you did for Van Dijk and went, actually we're not paying your 100 million that you wanted, we'll wait until next summer for that right player, or we'll just, we'll sit and wait, or the Mark Gahey of the case of, we'll wait until next summer, we'll get him for free, and then obviously you lost out because, a club came and went, we'll pay what you want.
That is the gamble, but what happens if you, let's say, right, we wanted Diamonde, he doesn't want to come to us, yeah, right? So we go and spend that money elsewhere, and that doesn't work out for us. Okay, we've wasted 100 million possibly on someone who doesn't fit the bill, and then it turns out Diamonde don't like it at PSG, and he wishes he'd come to us, and then we don't have the money for him. Or somebody else next season has a blinding season, and we go, actually, he would fit the bill, but we can't afford him because we blew the money on Joe Bloggs, who we didn't really want, but we felt we needed to fill the gap. So,
but
you sort of have to sit on the fence sometimes and be patient.
As Mikey's just said, then on a good comment with regards to, if you do wait, doesn't that then you fall off? Because if you've got the United's obviously strengthening the cities, the Liverpool's, the Chelsea's, and the Arsenal's,
100%.
you fall off. Like
that's the risk, isn't it? It's risk and reward. Do you risk spending that money and hope it works out on a play you weren't particularly interested in? Yeah, and it might work out, or you fail, it doesn't work out, and then you haven't got that money you once had. So it is a gamble both ways, or it is in my eyes. I don't know what Kev feels about it.
Well, any player is always a gamble, and regardless of whether you're paying 100 million or less, you could be paying 40 million, and it could be absolutely awful. You've lost 40 million. Yes, I know it's not the same amount of money as 100 million, but it's still money lost. I've said this for years. You can see the way that transfer prices and wages were going. It was constantly going up and up and up and up and up. And not that my voice will make any difference, but I keep calling for a cap on transfer fees and wages because it's pricing out other teams for being able to potentially afford players, which means that the gap between the top 6 and the bottom 15, if you like, becomes wider. You then get clubs holding other clubs to ransom for a specific player, which should never be. I think the likes of Elliot Anderson, Morgan Rogers, not worth north of 100 million, not even worth 80 million. I would maybe price them around about the 65, 70 million mark.
Yeah.
So again, even City and Chelsea are paying over the top for a player, as Alex said, that has had maybe one good season. And next season, or this coming season, they could be absolutely awful for that team that they're playing. So I think we've got to be sort of cautious in who we buy. But like Mikey said, you can't be too cautious, otherwise you end up dropping off from the likes of the Chelseas, the Cities, the Arsenals, that are actually taking that risk and taking that chance on a specific player. We don't want that gap to be growing between those teams and us. We want to be competing, but we don't want to be wasting.
Because then if you do write this season off of, I don't want to go and spend the north of the 100 millions and, don't want to risk it. Then you've got to take in consideration of the teams around that, of the Spurs, like as just said. Then Spurs are going to be back in the top 5. I can't see them not being. They don't spend that kind of money with no repercussion. You got the Villas, which are always going to be up and around there. The Bournemouth potentially. So if you do write this season off, potentially you could feel like you'll be finishing 7th, 8th, maybe 9th into a Chelsea season, and then you're out of Europe next season. No one wants to join you. You don't become a big club next because of that. Or not in that sense of big club, but more of the case of you've got nothing to attract in regards to European football. So then that's the drop off, which Mikey would obviously explain. But yeah.
But then you're saying that, I mean, your Morgan Rogers has gone to Chelsea, isn't he? Or going to Chelsea.
Yeah.
They haven't got European football.
Yeah, it is.
So there are players out there that maybe are looking more towards the future rather than the here and now of European football. You can go, okay, well, look, I haven't really been in the Champions League like that, so I'm not really missing out on too much. But if I join Chelsea with the new manager and the players that they've got and the players potentially going to be bringing in and whatever, then maybe the season after or this season we can get into the Champions League spot. So next season I'll be playing Champions League football.
Yeah.
You've always got that bit of bait there to dangle in front to think, yeah, I could get that far with this team.
I'm not worried at the moment. In 2 weeks' time, I might be if we haven't done any real business. But at the moment, I'm not panicking. I mean, the World Cup literally ended 12 hours ago. It's not time to panic yet. But like I said, we knew we were heavily linked with Diamonde. He favours PSG. So then we were linked with Barcola. But they're only going to let Barcola go once they've signed Yan Diamonde, aren't they? So that's a waiting game in its own. And even, is he the right bloke for the club? I don't think he is, Kev. Would Barcola be your go-to player?
No, not really. I mean, he looks a decent player. His finishing leaves a bit to be desired. But why get in another left-sided player when we've already got 3?
Yeah,
that can play that side. It's the right side we need to be concentrating on, not the left.
Yeah, but that Munoz is a right-sided player, isn't he? That one that you've just signed, Victor Munoz, he's a right winger.
Is he?
Yeah.
I thought he was left.
He can play right and left.
Which is his preferred position, though.
Right.
Oh, if he's a preferred right, then that's a start.
Well, then, all right, then we've got a potential cover there. But then we're still going to need somebody potentially to cover for him if he ever gets injured. Because if he gets injured, who have we got? Frimpong? He needs.
I still think Frimpong's going to play a big part in this season. I think this is his chance to prove why we bought him last season.
Yeah, possibly, but he does need to start proving it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, without a doubt.
He's had a season with us, not done that great. has been injured a few times or a couple of times. He needs to kick on from that now.
Yeah.
He sort of
He needs
should
to
be
stay injury free, doesn't he?
Yeah,
And then
he should be
cement that
settled
place.
now in his head and the way that things are run at Liverpool. Now he should be quite comfortable to be able to push on.
I think you're right, Ads, especially if we don't go and buy that replacement for Salah. I can see Frimpong playing out on that right wing.
I'm going to drop off anyway because I've had
cheers,
15
Alex.
minutes, so I'll
Thanks,
speak
mate.
to you in a bit. Bye-bye.
Cheers, mate.
Alex.
Thank you. Right, let's have one more caller and then we will play Guess the Voice. No, not Guess the Voice, Guess the Face.
The Kev Paul Breakfast Show, 5-minute phone in.
Welcome back, Ash.
Morning again.
Morning.
You right, mate?
Yeah, it's good. I was going to say, obviously I watched the Spain game last night. You know, like a lot of people have said, it was one team playing to win and the other team was just playing to stick themselves, to keep themselves in the game.
Yeah.
You know, nothing new with Argentina, I'm going to be honest. Like, I've seen them do it for the last 2 World Cups and get away with it. So, a bit of karma, really, which I'm kind of thankful for because, you know, it would have been a bit of a travesty if they'd gone on to win that game, considering how Spain dominated it.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't, you know, your standard final game, and it was definitely not the best final we've seen, and definitely one of the worst up there with the Germany and Argentina one that I've watched. But like I said, one team was there to win, the other team was there to play all the dark arts. But Spain played them at their own. Spain played them at their own game, and they played them better. So, and I don't like to give too much credit to a Man City player, but I honestly believe that for me, Rodri is the best DM of all time now.
Right.
Ahead of like the Skets in my era. Like I just think from what I've seen of him in the last, you know, however long he's been in the Prem, just improved massively. And even coming back from injuries, like you've seen it with like Van Dijk.
Yeah.
You know, another level to Van Dijk at a time. And I think Rodri is in the same situation where I think he's got plenty more to give. And I think he'll go down as the best DM of this generation, to be honest with you. But I was going to say, with Liverpool, I don't think it's really a concern. Like, I think it's obviously a concern if you sign players, if you don't sign players, I mean, but like you obviously been really cautious because of the heavy spend last summer.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't want to go like stockpiling and buying players for the sake of buying players. Like you say last year, some of the players in certain positions you didn't need, and you know, and obviously you sacrificed, let's say, a centre back last year, which it hurt Liverpool massively. You know, if you'd had a Guehi last season, then I wouldn't have had any doubts that Liverpool would have had Champions League football last year. Like further up the table, I mean, you'd have been a bit more consistent.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I say, and especially with Areola coming in, I just don't think. Obviously, they trust him, but I just don't think. Obviously, they want to try him out first, and you know, depending on how you go next year, then I think then Liverpool heavily back him the summer after. If you go on and finish in the top two after the end of the season, and he wants you to stick around, like obviously, I just think that they're just going to give him the time. He's going to sort of bring through a couple of youngsters, and we've seen at Bournemouth he's not scared to blood in the youngsters. And obviously he wants to bring some of his own players. So like I heard somebody say the other day that he wants to bring Ryan from Bournemouth, who he signed in January.
Yeah, I think we've been linked to a few of his, haven't we?
Yeah, so like I say, obviously he wants his own players. So like I say, I think he will bring players in. I just think with the World Cup, with pre-season kicking off now, I think a lot of things will intensify, and Liverpool will step up their pursuit on some players, and you'll get some business done before the first game of the season. I don't know what your thoughts are on it.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you, Ash. I'm not sweating it yet. Like you say, the World Cup's just ended. It's hard to do deals. I know clubs have done deals, but it is hard to get deals done. And if the targets are at the World Cup, it makes it even more difficult, doesn't it? But let's see where we are in 2 weeks' time. If we've brought no one in 2 weeks' time, then yeah, I might be a little bit edgy. But right now, I'm totally cool with it.
Yeah, I think the core of your squad is still strong.
Yeah,
You've lost a few heavy hitters. Yeah, fair enough. But you're bringing in other players. They might not be up to the standard of the ones you've left that have gone, but with Areola, they've got the time. They've got the 2 years to improve under him, and we could be talking about like the likes of the Munoz that you signed on Jackie. We could be talking about them in 2 years' time, saying they were a bargain.
Yeah.
They were brilliant signings for the board, and obviously any other players that you can bring in, but we obviously don't know. So it could be the case of they could hit the ground running at Liverpool, and you go, oh well, it kind of shocked me.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, no, I'm not sweating it at all. Cheers, Ash. Thanks for coming up this morning, mate.
Yeah, cheers, Jen. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Speak soon. Mate. Cheers. You all good, Kev?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, guys, let's play.
Guess the face. It's time to play. 3 football stars are mashed today. Name all 3 and win the race. Can you crack our mystery face? Only on the Kev Paul Breakfast Show.
Right, it is time to play the mystery face. A face made up of 3 different footballers' faces. We know one of them is Luis Garcia. Let's get the image on screen. And who wants to come up and play today? It's only a bit of fun. There is no prize. Let's put Handsome Devil there. Right, Kev, give us an emoji, mate.
A red apple.
A red apple.
Not a green one, a red one.
Not a green one, a red one. Let's get a red apple on my screen and you can come up and play this morning. Big T, yes, perfect for this. He's the right vintage to know who these players are. Come up, Big T. He's going to request. Here he comes. Here he comes. Morning, Big T.
Good morning.
Right.
How is everything?
We're good, mate. We're good. So this guess the face. Okay, we know one of them is Luis Garcia. Okay.
Okay.
I wonder what part that might be. Okay, we're looking for 2 more parts. So I'm going to give you 30 seconds to stare at it, and when the music ends, then give me 2 more names. Okay.
Look you in the eye.
Okay, what have you got for me?
Okay. Luis Garcia.
Yep.
Dunga, Ryan Babel.
You still only have 1 out of 3 right. They were good guesses, though. They were good guesses.
Oh, wait.
They were good guesses. Oh, were they your 3 guesses? I can't remember yours, Jonesy. Look, Kev's left, and they've left me on my own. Does anyone else think they know who they might be? Mikey, you got an idea?
I thought it was it.
No, it's not, mate. The bottom half is way before Ryan Babel. And what era was Dunga from? I can't even remember. But all I would say is all 3 of these have played in the Premier League, if that helps. If that narrows.
You know what? I think I know who the top one is.
Go on, give me one more name.
Okay, Luis Garcia. Okay, Luis Garcia, Freddie Ljungberg, and the bottom one looks like Ryan Babel.
Got a name?
What is?
Come on, give me a name. You can't give me a name. We're burning time.
Okay. Garcia, Ljungberg, and Les Ferdinand.
You now have 2 out of 3 right. Well done. But I'm not telling you what one it is. You've got to figure that out. Has he got Ferdinand right, or has he got Ljungberg right? That is for you guys to figure out. Anyway, Big T, while you're here, let's give you your 5 minutes, sir.
Yeah. You know what? I mean, again, I have to agree with what everyone's been saying about Rodri, Spain, Argentina. Isn't it funny how with Argentina's second goal against us, if Spence would have gone down, I wonder if that goal would have stood. If Argentina's goal would have stood.
We will never know.
But I mean, I think the question is, do you think it was a foul?
Yeah.
But because he didn't, because he didn't go down.
Yeah,
I
get what you're saying.
Yeah. Because it's the same thing with Martinez against Egypt. It was the same thing. Like someone stood on his foot, but like he goes down, and then of course they kind of go back and review it and say it was a foul. But Messi steps on Spencer's foot, same thing, and he doesn't go down, and they say that it was A-okay.
Yeah. What did you make of the refereeing during this tournament as a whole?
I thought it was average. You know, I think it shows more. Well, I think it shows the world and anyone that loves football the flaws in officiating. In I'd say, what's the word? Interpretation. I don't think there's nothing wrong with VAR and the technology. It's the people using it.
And do you feel the same for the World Cup with VAR?
Yes, 100%. Definitely. And you know, I totally agree in terms of what Mikey said. Like the referee yesterday wasn't brilliant. You know, like he kept the game flowing as much as he possibly could. The red card was a red card. It was too, it was a blatant. It's again, do we want to go down this AI automated route, which I think we are going to be going down? Oh, yeah, actually, sorry, I'm kind of digressing a little bit. So yeah, so I thought the officiating was average. Do you want to go down the kind of automated route? The halftime show was absolutely crap. It was rubbish. You know what?
I see Wayne Rooney didn't like it.
Oh, it was so funny. Like when Rooney literally summed up how everyone. Honestly, it was like, what is this? Like Ronaldo and Ronaldinho looked so out of place. The Justin Bieber thing was like, it was just crazy. It was just awful, absolutely awful. But I mean, listen. I mean, I think. Well, I'm actually glad now that the World Cup's done. We can have a little bit of a rest, and now kind of get to what we call proper football when the Premier League and the other leagues start.
Most definitely. Well, we can't have a rest because we got big plans, haven't we? The three of us.
Yes.
Berman.
Yeah.
But
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you guys think? The next couple of years could be looking like regarding Liverpool, their signings, and do you think Iriola's going to be manager by the next Euros, which is in 2 years, 2.5 years?
Yeah. I think if he has a good season this year, Top four's a must for me. I can take top four and just seeing us play better. That's all I want from this season. If we go on and win a League Cup or an FA Cup or do well in the Champions League, that's an absolute bonus. But for me, let's just let him cement his methods into the team. That takes time. That doesn't happen overnight. And just get playing a better style of football again and winning games. Because at the end of the day, that's what we want, innit? We want to win games. Now, we know we're not going to win them all, but let's start putting points on the board. I think the start of the campaign's been very kind to us with the fixtures. There's one or two tricky ones, but the first 6 weeks we should feel comfortable that we can compete at a decent level, and just start getting those points on the board and see where we are. I don't know, back end of October, we'll have an idea then on how this campaign's going to go, won't we?
Yeah. King Kev, what do you think?
I can see Areola still being there. I think he will do well. I think he will start to show what he's all about and how he can implement his methods into the team. I think we will play on the front foot where we weren't before. I think depending on how well we do this season and any subsequent seasons following that will depend on what players we get in. Obviously, if we are challenging for trophies and we're challenging for titles and we're doing well in the Champions League, then that will attract more players, better quality players. My only concern is the finances. I know we've got money, but it still stems back to transfer fees and wages. Okay, we don't have Salah there anymore with his big wage. We won't have Virgil next season with his big wage. Alisson, I don't even know what he's on, but I dare say he's got quite a big wage. I think if we can look more at what he did at Bournemouth, developing players like Klopp did, maybe buying slightly cheaper and making them better, then I think that bodes well for him and the squad, but also bodes well for our finances, and the hierarchy will be quite happy. For me, a bit like Paul, top four, a decent run in the Champions League. Don't expect to win it, but a decent run in the Champions League, I'll be happy with. And a bonus if we can get a trophy.
Yeah, I think we got to look at, as long as we're progressing under him and we can see the progress, I don't think there's going to be a problem. I think people in general, especially fans who go to games, I think they're going to be really patient and let him, get his ways across. It takes time, doesn't it? If we see us regressing and things not going well off the start, then obviously that heaps major pressure on him. But when you've got a new manager coming into a club with a team that's not too shabby, it needs a little bit of work done to it, but so do most teams in the Premier League, let's face it. And he's going into a club where the teams around him, who we expect to be up there with him, they're also under new managers other than Arsenal. So your Chelseas, your Cities, and I'm including United. I know Carrick's been there a little while, but he's not been in the job a whole year yet, has he? So, he's in good company, let's say. So, yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. Could you imagine sat here now, Big T, I know you supported Slot for a long, long time, way more than I did, but now he's gone and we look back, would anyone have been excited with Slot still at the helm going into a new season? I certainly wouldn't have.
Yeah, hindsight is a kind of treacherous journey, isn't it? Listen, I will always support a manager unless Slot did kind of disrespect a lot of people, to be fair. I just felt that I didn't want to pull a trigger on someone that won as the Premier League the season before. I will absolutely back Iriola. But of course, Bournemouth didn't really start particularly well last season, or was it the season before, where I think they went, 8 or 9 games without a win. I think they were in the relegation zone. But I mean, of course, like it's different, isn't it? It's a kind of different pool of players. Liverpool obviously have a kind of better talent pool, but trying to integrate a different playing style into a team that was so used to a certain way. It's going to be interesting. I am looking forward to the season, and I mean, it's a free hit. As long as we get into the top 4, top 5, depending on what the Champions League spots are, I'll be happy.
The reason I'm not going to say overconfident, but highly confident of Areola is his style of play, and I do truly believe, like I said last week on the show, I think we bought players last season that would carry on the DNA of the team playing in that heavy metal style of football. Fast-paced, on the front foot, fast wingers, pressing high, and Slot just regressed from all of that last season. So I think we haven't seen the very best of Isak, Kirkes, Frimpong, and I think we will do. So let's wait and see on that one. Anything else you want to say before we end this one?
Literally. I see Diamond Jack is now here now.
Hey,
I know
Diamond Jack, how you doing, sir?
No. Literally, let's not kind of give him like all of the niceties, because the only reason why he's here because Saka scored a hat trick and Declan Rice did whatever he did in the third place, and honestly, he disappeared for the whole of the World Cup, and now he's kind of ruined his ugly head. So no, you know what I'm saying? He kind of comes in whenever he thinks it's an Arsenal.
Jack, this is his words, not mine, mate. You come in whenever you like, brother.
No, honestly, Jack, you do it all the time. It's a Arsenal agenda, which is fine, which is cool. I'm going, guys. Absolute pleasure.
Have a great day, Big T. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, will do. See you later.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Right, I've got, how many more people have I got to get on today's show? 3 people and 15 minutes. Perfect. Right, these will be the last 3. We've got DJ Maddox, then we've got Luke, then we've got Caleb to finish, who's got some Cholton news, apparently. Right, okay, let's do this one.
The Kev Paul Breakfast Show, 5-minute phone in.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. Could you hear me?
Morning. I can indeed. Loud and clear.
Sweet. Just bear with me because I'm actually in the middle of my work in a minute. So, but how are you, gents?
Yeah, we're well, mate. You?
Okay, mate. Yeah, thanks.
It's Monday. You know what? I don't even want to talk about my work issues and all the rest of it, but it's all driving me nuts. It's not even 12 o'clock yet. You know what I mean? So yeah, but you know what? I don't know what the topic is because I've just kind of got in about 5 minutes ago.
It's anything World Cup related and just basically the final. And congratulations, Spain.
Well, the final was was boring. Boring. I was glad for the one. I was actually glad for the one goal that they scored.
So it didn't go to extra time on pen.
Well, no, to be honest with you, it woke me up. And I was hungry, so I needed to eat.
Oh, fair play.
I mean? So, this is where it was. Otherwise, I would have been straight to sleep and woke up the next morning. So, when the goal went in, I was like, oh, all right, thank God, it's almost done. It's almost done. It was horrible. You know what? I think my football finished from the World Cup football finished from when England went out.
Yeah, same here, mate. Same.
Yeah, and it was. I don't know about you lot. I never even saw the half times. I think I'm probably one of the luckiest ones to not see the half time.
I didn't even watch the final, mate. I watched a film with the wife. That ended, and I put the football on it. I'm a DJ, so
I'm a DJ.
You was having a mix.
Yeah, I was having a mix. I could be asked to do all that. But then at that point, I thought, you know what? The missus was like, all right, we'll just watch a little bit and then we can do something else. I'm fine, whatever. And I started to watch, must have been about 10 minutes of it, and I kid you not, I fell asleep. I literally fell asleep. And I woke up just as the goal went in.
Yeah.
I didn't see who scored, I saw the goal go in, but I didn't see who scored. I wasn't sure who scored it, but I did see the goal go in. But when I looked at it, it was like, oh, God, it's like watching paint dry. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And besides, you know what? I'm actually quite happy that Argentina are out because they've not. I don't think that was football what they were playing. There's more rugby more than anything else.
Yeah,
they were horrible. I was ashamed that McAllister was a part of all of that. You know what I mean? I was like, I do like Alexis, but I don't like how he plays. I don't know. Maybe that's a weird analogy, but I don't know. But I just didn't like it. Weren't happy. But we got him back for our game, our Liverpool game now. So I'm actually quite happy that this is all over now. I think the nightmare is all done. I'm very happy about it. To be honest.
Yeah, they can go off and have a good rest. Hopefully, come back in a couple
good
of
rest.
weeks'
Now,
time,
we still got our pre-season stuff to go and deal with.
Yeah, that's starting this weekend. Yep, we've got Sunderland first.
No rest for the wicked.
Yep.
No rest for the wicked. But I will say this. I don't know how much truth there is to links for Barcola and Ryan. I'm not sure if we're likely to get both of them, one of them or both of them. I'm not sure. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
Who would you favour over those two?
Well, not Barcola for one. Ryan, I don't know about, but obviously Areola knows about him. So we can only assume that he's quite a good player, and the way he set Bournemouth up as well. So it would mean for me that it might be a bit of a result to kind of have Ryan in the squad. To be fair, Barcola, do you know what? I'm on the fence with him because apparently he's good playing on the right as well as the left, but he more favours the left than anything else. I watched him over the World Cup. He always on the left, always on the left. That's the direction he plays, and that's the position he plays. So whether he will do a job for in place of Salah is another thing. So I don't know. I'm not entirely happy that Barcola is linked with us, to be fair, because I don't know what we're going to do with him, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not sure why we're going for him, unless he is maybe going to play out on the right for a bit until we find that right-sided player, and then obviously Denier becomes a very good left-sided player. But that's even if it's true. These are only rumours at the end of the day.
Yeah, agreed.
All right, well, DJ, thanks for coming on, mate.
No problem. Thank you, guys. All right, have a great week, and I'll probably see you tomorrow if you guys want it.
Yeah, brilliant. Monday to Friday, 9:30 to 11.
Okay.
Cheers, mate.
All right, fellas. Have a good day, guys.
Have a good one. Bye. Excellent stuff. Right, let's get another one on. We got Luke, and then we're finishing with Caleb.
The Kev Paul Breakfast Show. 5-minute phone in.
Good morning, Luke. How are you, sir?
Morning.
You all right, mate?
Good, thank you. Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Morning, mate.
Did you watch the final?
Yeah.
Yeah, what did you make of it? No, it weren't, mate. Well, I didn't watch it.
Great.
I've only seen the highlights, but
Well,
I knew it was boring.
full time turned to a right scrap.
Yeah, what do you think of the Argentinians playing that dirty tactics?
Not quite. Not a surprise, is it?
Nah, not really.
I'm so surprised.
Happy Spain won, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
On the plus side, one of Liverpool's new Spanish players has come back and won a World Cup.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah.
Did he actually play any minutes?
I don't believe he did.
No, none. 0. He's on the bench.
Crazy.
Good experience for the young lad, and he's going to be coming to us now with, buzzing, I would imagine. Hopefully he has a good season with us and gets some opportunities.
I think Liverpool are flying out today to America, if I'm not mistaken.
Mate, yeah.
This evening. I think he's already announced the squad.
I was just looking at our fixtures. We got a friendly against Sunderland, Wrexham, Leeds, Monaco, Como, and then the Premier League starts against Newcastle.
One of them's a Nashville, isn't it?
I believe it is, yes. and
That's yeah.
is that the Wrexham one? Can't remember.
Don't know if it's one of them. I can't remember.
But yeah, we'll be underway. Saturday is the first game. Have they changed the time of the kickoff for that? They have. It's now 11. Yeah, it was 2 a.m.
So
I might stay up and watch a bit of that Saturday.
That's what I'm doing this.
Won't be a watch along though, that's for sure. I'll probably lay in bed watching it. Cheers, Steve.
I do. People are calm about the signs. I'm like, no, I can't be calm, Paul, because they need this World Cup's done. They need to start.
Are you getting worried,
making
Luke?
moves. A little bit. I won't lie, Paul, because when you let Salah go and you cancel the contract, you really need to bring someone in sooner rather than later. Because that's that's important.
For Liverpool right now, like who would be the signing of like that would really like make you happy? Go, yeah, he's the right man for the job, and that like who do you like to see us replace Salah with?
Listen, I'll admit I don't. Ryan's an interest one. I know what people say. He's had 6 months in the Premier League, and the money's ridiculous. But
yeah,
him and Barcola. I could throw another one, which I didn't really think about until someone mentioned it last night. The one that scored the goal for Spain. I think he used to play for City and he plays for Barca.
Ferran Torres.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was.
He is quite. That would be an interest. Just
where's
someone
he at
made
now?
me think about that. Wouldn't be the worst idea.
Kev, where's he at now?
I'm not sure.
Oh, you're not sure?
No.
We may not get him, but
Barca says
someone mentioned it. It wasn't the worst idea.
Barca, is he?
Just a name. Don't mean Liverpool will sign him. It's just probably just a name someone mentioned.
Williams, he's a decent player, and he's at Atletico Madrid, isn't he?
Let's do the right back.
Morning, Aaron.
The right back's another position.
Yeah. And for you, Luke, what kind of like is your minimum you expect to have Iriola this season and the team?
Top 4.
Yeah.
I think top 4 seems to be. Yeah, top 4 would be, and I'm happy with. Yeah, that's what I reckon.
Yeah.
I just want to. I'm glad Trey's staying with Liverpool in the pre-season because I didn't want him going out on loan.
Trey Ione
to Swansea, and that came up. I was like, don't loan him out. Let him.
Right.
Let's use him because you're gonna have so many games in the cup. You can use him for them.
That's right.
Yeah,
exactly.
I can't see him going out on loan. To be honest with you.
No, I just
same med.
We got a bigger problem. There's 11 players that got 1 year left on their contract.
Yeah, with Hughes and Edwards going out the door fairly soonish. Whoever they've got coming in to replace them, they've got a lot of work to do. I think.
Yeah.
Well, they've got to get cracking with transfers sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Cheers, Luke. Thank you for coming on this morning, mate. We'll speak to you again tomorrow, no doubt. Have a good one.
Have a good day.
Cheers, mate. Okay, final caller of the day is Calum, and he said he had some Cholton news for us. So let's see what he's got this morning.
The Kev Paul Breakfast Show, 5-minute phone in.
If he's still there. Morning, Calum.
Morning, how are we?
All right, mate. I'm good, mate. You?
You know what? I am buzzing. With our new signing.
Oh, what you got? What have you got for us? Who have you signed?
We're finding it. Well, you know, I kept saying that we needed like a quality striker.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? We got one.
Who have you signed? Not Mbappe.
We've signed Carmen Grant from West Brom.
Oh, okay.
And a free agent. He used to play for us at our academy.
Oh, right. Oh, so you brought him back home then?
Yeah, got him for 2 years as well.
Cool. Has he got good numbers? Does he score good goals?
Yeah, he made 98 appearances for us, actually, when we had him.
All right. What about when he was at West Brom?
I think he scored. No, when he was with us.
Right. You'd be
You
linked
know
to
what?
anyone
I
else?
feel I'm actually looking forward to that season as well.
Yeah. Can't wait for
I
it to get
watched our
underway.
game on Saturday against Gillingham.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You won, didn't you?
And I thought we were quite good. Yeah, we won 1-0.
Up next, you've got Wimbledon.
And
yeah,
we're
another
unbeaten
friendly.
we're unbeaten in pre-season. We haven't lost a game
Don't get
yet
ahead of
in
yourself. You played
pre-season.
one game. You got Wimbledon next, and then Colchester.
There you
and
go.
then Reading.
18. I think Mikey just said that.
Your first competitive game is you got
Yeah,
a
there you
League
go. He
Cup game
scored
against
18 for
Cheltenham.
West Brom.
You scored 18 for West Brom. Cheers.
I know.
Well, I hope he does well for you, and I hope
I
he
loved
gets you
him,
some
man. He
goals,
was a
mate.
great player, was the last one.
Yeah. So who's your? Oh yeah, you've got a tough start to your championship campaign this season, haven't you? You've got Derby County and West Ham.
Yeah, Derby at home.
Yeah, tricky one.
Derby
That,
at home first. Tough game.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Obviously, West Ham away first as well.
Yeah, that will be a tough game. That will. No. Anything else you want to speak
Should be a
about?
good
Caleb?
away
You got 2
there,
minutes, mate.
Yeah, I might as well talk about the World Cup final.
Go on then.
I thought it was a really scrappy game, if you ask me.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't
bad,
the best. Well, congratulations to Spain, obviously. Yeah, we're the best team out there, in my opinion, 100%.
Best team of the tournament for you?
You know what, What's that say?
Were they the best team of the tournament for you?
In my opinion, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you said, the most consistent.
Yeah.
For me, that says it all, doesn't it? They slowly got better and better and better throughout the tournament. Yeah. They were hard to break down, hard to score. They conceded 1 goal.
Yeah.
And one, so that's 3 games. So it's 3 games in the knockout, the table.
16, 5.
Then, so you're looking at what, 6 games?
8 games in total to the final. Yeah.
One goal conceded.
And like you said, I'm really. Like you said, I'm actually happy it's over as well. Yeah, we can just focus on the real football.
It was a lot of football, wasn't it?
Yeah, like obviously the league and
and of course, what with the season
I've
ending and the World Cup starting
at the same time.
2 weeks later.
I've enjoyed the World Cup. I love the World Cup. I do.
Yeah, it's been all right. I think I agree with Jonesy as well, though. What with the kick-off times being quite late in the evening, it's hard to enjoy it. I think when it's much nicer when it's either early evening or even late afternoon, isn't it? But it's done now for another 4 years.
Come off now.
Yeah. All right, Caleb. We'll speak to you soon. Cheers, mate. Have a good one. Right, that is today's show done and dusted. Thank you to everyone who come up and chipped in and give us your thoughts this morning. Cheers for the heart, Dan. Very kind of you, mate. Me and Kev will be back tomorrow at 9:30 and we'll do it all again. Thanks to everyone for coming on. The mods, thanks for modding. Kaz, Sandra, T, Newton, if you're about, and Ed. And we'll see you all tomorrow morning. Have a good day, guys. I'll speak to you in a bit, Kev. I'll drop you a message later, mate. Cheers, mate. Okay. All the best. Cheers, guys. Bye.